Those of you enjoying this live broadcast on casinosports.com, welcome.
Yeah, this is, without a doubt, the best fight card we've seen here in Costa Rica in terms of MMA kickboxing fights. Arturo Parra is a gentleman you're going to see in the ring a lot. He'll be the third man in the ring for our first bout this evening. Again, that's going to be Jordy Reyes coming out of the blue corner. He's wearing the black trunks trimmed in yellow. That's Jordy Reyes making his debut and in kickboxing here, and he'll be against Adrian Morriera. He'll be wearing the red trunks with the yellow trim coming out of the red corner. Getting ready for the first round to start. Again, the event being brought to you tonight by BetChris.com. Also, Diamond Sportsbook to be found at www.2betdsi.com. And the lines were available for wagering on these events tonight. Very interesting. I think it's the first time they've done this with the events in Costa Rica, but it represents the quality of fights we have tonight, that they're willing to take wagers on this type of event. And it's always fun, for those of you following along with us on the internet at home on casinosports.com. Follow along, put a couple bucks down on the fight, and add a little enjoyment to it.
Yeah, it is. It's a big step up. I think they did a great job getting this thing ready. The place looks great. The odds are right in front of us, actually, on several large screen TVs, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's tough when you're putting up lines on fights like this one. For example, you're talking about a guy who's had a fight against, one fight against a guy who hasn't had a fight at all. It's tough to make a line for a fight like this unless you've got some inside information, I guess. But interesting, when you get guys making their pro debuts or guys who only had one fight, usually there's a lot of early nervous energy. We'll see if these fighters have it tonight. It's going to be Jordy Reyes and Adrian Morriera, 126 pounders.
We got a privilege to see Morriera last time out at the last event, and he really likes to mix it up. Throws a lot of techniques. Seemed like he didn't gas out at all. Pressured his opponent, so we'll see if he continues to do that technique tonight.
And kickboxing, for those of you, rather new to the MMA style of fighting, is basically, it is what it stands for. It's a combination of boxing, punches, martial arts kicks. Different variations and rules exist from Muay Thai to full contact karate, Asian rules. First round underway, folks.
Morriera already coming out early, pressing the action. Not a bad roundhouse to the head. Didn't do much damage, though.
Reyes goes down, but he certainly got a lot of enthusiasm in the ring there. Morriera under a little more control.
He's catching a flurry now.
Yeah, they're both swinging them in there. A little bit wild, when you're standing up, obviously in a boxing type of fight, you want to have clean, kind of crisp, direct punches. These guys are both going wide. Morriera landed a couple nice uppercuts there, and Reyes is in a lot of trouble.
Reyes actually just throwing some haymakers, some bombs in there. He's aggressive.
Yeah, Reyes is very aggressive. He just keeps coming forward. Again, both these fighters, throwing a lot of wide punches, and you kind of don't want to do that when you're in the boxing style of punches. You want to keep things straight and down the middle. The fastest line, between 2 points is A to B, a straight line. You don't want to go in circles with your punches and get caught with your opponent.
Yeah, you're right. I think we have a case here of a slugger versus a technician.
Yeah, Morriera using the uppercuts well inside because he sees Reyes coming in wide, and he's coming up with uppercuts in the middle, as you see, folks.
Both guys throwing some heavy leather early.
Yeah, entertaining first round, if anything else.
They're both starting to tire a little bit.
Yeah, we're a minute and a half into this first round. Both fighters throwing a lot of punches. Again, you'll see that when you fighters a little more experienced, they just let it all hang out. These guys are definitely doing that. Reyes people, Morriera's people are imploring him. They think that Reyes is really hurt and tired. They want him to take advantage of it. And he's coming in, wide punches, but he is landing them.
I think Morriera burned himself out early. He's a little tired. Hands dropping.
First round in the books.
Not a bad first round, though.
Technique-wise, not a great first round. Entertainment-wise, a very good first round. We saw a lot of, we'll call it youthful enthusiasm from Jordy Reyes, and perhaps a little bit more experience from Adrian Morriera there. his corner there, I think, is what I tell him. Go straight down the middle, go straight down the middle with your punches. And he landed several nice uppercuts during the bout, so it'll be interesting if he keeps that up in the second round. When you have an opponent coming at you a little wild like Reyes was, got a guy banging the rings.
A little static there, but we're back live from Costa Rica. Monday Night Fights. Again, brought to you by BetChris.com, 2BetDSI.com. Wagering odds available right now. Round 2 underway. Looks like Morriera coming out trying to do some leg kicks, not mixing it up very well with his hands yet. Nice body kick by Reyes. Throwing a front thrust kick to the body, trying to push his opponent off him a little bit.
Again, this is Adrian Morriera in the red trunks trimmed in yellow. Joey Reyes, black trimmed in yellow.
Now Morriera looks like he has Reyes in trouble. Nice roundhouse to the head, followed up by another one that missed.
Yeah. Morriera's missed a couple times with those wide kicks. If he connects one of those, it could be lights out for Reyes. Again, both fighters looking very tired now and getting a little bit sloppy.
Yeah, Reyes definitely going for that home run punch right now.
Yeah, Reyes people are just.
That's it. I don't think he can. He's worn out.
Yeah, Reyes looks like he's just gassed right now. His corner's just screaming at him to let it all hang out. Well, he is, and that's the problem. Yeah, I think at this point, when you're as tired as you are, your best defense is just letting your kick up there, almost like a jab. Just keep your opponent away, get your second wind if it comes at all. Nice jab there by Reyes, landed effectively.
There he goes. He could be getting that second win that you were just talking about.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end of the second round here. Both these guys just look gassed. Reyes effective with the uppercuts again. Look at that nice one right there. They're looking at each other there. Who's more tired?
Yeah, this is going to come down to who wants it more.
Right now, Reyes in the black trunks trimmed in yellow. He should be using a little bit more distance. We're getting a count here on Adrian Morriera. He was absolutely gassed. Both these fighters throwing a lot of punches, a lot of kicks. And Morriera is done. That's it. That's going to be the end of our first fight. Arturo Pereira gave the count to Adrian Morriera. Morriera looked like he could not continue, and the bout was halted before the end of round 2. Not a bad start to our fight card this evening. And I tell you, both these guys were absolutely gassed, and you give credit to them. They threw a lot of punches, a lot of kicks in that, less than 2 rounds of action, but there was a lot of action put into that fight.
And let's not forget, these guys are at 126 pounds. So both possess great power for being little guys out there. They did seem to wear out a little bit, but they were throwing everything.
Yeah, so. Technique-wise, neither of them really was all that impressive. Reyes certainly was a little more effective. I think the difference was, when they were both tired, Morriera kept coming forward, and Reyes kept responding with a quick kick to the midsection. Say that 3 times fast. And that and a jab he used effectively. He used an uppercut very effectively as well. Tough fight for both guys. Joey Reyes is going to win his first kickboxing bout, go to 1-0. Adrian Morriera will drop to 1-0. And momentarily, we will go to Anthony Torres with the ringside announcement of official decision. Tough fight to score if it had to go to the cards. Of course, they didn't have to.
Yeah, it was pretty close. And I'm sure we're going to see both of these gentlemen back here at the Fight Factory.
Every fight out is a learning experience. And I think both these guys are going to take something away from it, possibly be a little more economical.
1 minute and 50 seconds into the second round. Our winner by TKO in the blue corner, Jordi Reyes. Jordi Reyes. We have another kickboxing match coming up any moment.